What is up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over everything you need to know about Fortnite's new Stranger Things update for the Blitz mode. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, find it helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like some more, comment down below what you think of this Stranger Things update, and if you guys would like to use my code in the item shop when getting any of these Stranger Things skins or anything else, it is Evolve Jake, just like my channel name is, and it is underneath the webcam at all times. Since this is a Blitz update, the majority of the content that actually changed is just going to be the Blitz map. So we have a new Stranger Things themed Blitz map. And since it is a Blitz map, it is much smaller than a traditional Fortnite map. And it has only 4 POIs, but each of these POIs are themed around Stranger Things. And then obviously everything in between the POIs as well. If you're a fan of the show, there's going to be a lot of locations and kind of references that you recognize throughout the map, similar to what we just had with the Simpsons themed Battle Royale map, where there's a lot of like hidden Easter eggs and references to the show. They did the same thing with the Stranger Things Blitz map. So for these 4 POIs, we have Hawkins Heights, which was my personal favorite. It feels like a mix of Retail Row and Coney Crossroads, and the Scoops Ahoy location from the show has replaced Little Whip's ice cream place for what would be, Coney Crossroads. Gnarly Farms is exactly what you would expect from a Fortnite farm POI. There's a few stable buildings, there's corn. Library Landing is a location with one large central building and then several houses surrounding it. And then finally, Stranger Suburbs is a POI mostly of houses, and this actually reminded me a lot of Sleepy Sound from Chapter 3. With a lot of these kind of like remake themed map, they use buildings and layouts that we have had from previous Fortnite POIs or landmarks locations, but just kind of change it a bit and make it kind of themed around Stranger Things. So if you're a fan of Fortnite and you're a fan of Stranger Things, there's going to be a lot of familiarity with this map and references to the show, obviously, that you are a fan of. The starting loot for Blitz was also adjusted in this update. You will now start with either an Oni shotgun, the Spire AR, or the Shadow Tracker pistol, and then you will start with some candy as well. The Peppermint gives you increased movement speed for a period of time after you use it, and the Thermal Taffy gives you the thermal effect, which is really nice in the darker sections of this map because it makes it a lot easier to see enemies when you have this thermal effect than it would be regularly in those darker sections. Half the map is really dark, half of it is like daytime. I guess that's to like symbolize that like part of the map has been taken over by the Upside Down or whatever. Not really too knowledgeable about Stranger Things. I only saw the first season. But I found the Thermal Taffy to be pretty helpful in that dark area. And then you can start with Candy Corn as well, but this doesn't do anything other than heal you. The final part of this update, in addition to us getting a Blitz map, is going to be the new Stranger Things skins coming to the shop. And with today's item shop reset, we will be getting the Vecna skin, the Mike skin, the Will skin, and then finally Lucas and Dustin will also be skins. So Vecna, Mike, Will, Lucas, and Dustin will be skins coming to the item shop with today's reset. And it wouldn't surprise me if past Stranger Things skins also return. I don't know if there's been any confirmation on that, but I wouldn't be surprised if like 11, the Demigorgon, and Hopper all return to the shop as well, since this is a big Stranger Things themed update for the Blitz mode. But that is going to be it for this update in this video. Very simple, straightforward. It's mainly just the map changes. It's not like there's several Stranger Things themed items or anything like that added to the loot pool. Let me know what you guys think of this. Like I said, I haven't really seen the show, but I thought the map was pretty interesting to play on. Definitely, like I said, that mix up of Coney and Retail was definitely a PO I enjoyed. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Only form of mobility we got. This is like the little junkyard from Chapter 5 map. This is what happened to the Chapter 5 island. Got overtaken by Stranger Things. What I want to do. Works, I guess. GG's. I was trying to see how many bursts it needs to use. I think 2 bursts and then back to pump. I might try 3 and see if that feels any different. Either 2 or 3. Fighting going on over here. Wish this peppermint gave like unlimited stamina in addition to faster movement speed. It'd be so nice. Oh, I have unlimited stamina with this, but I can't drink it because I'm full health. He's gonna be full health too, but jeez. I feel like in the past you could drink this just to get unlimited, just to get the stamina. So maybe I was thinking of the fizz from last season, because I think there was an exotic fizz that did basically the same thing, that you could just drink whenever you wanted for the fizz effect. I'm gonna troll with this, because like unlimited stamina would have been nice there. I heard something break in there. Drop just got open, but I don't know exactly where it is. There's somebody in the corn, because you can see the corn moving. And someone just died over there. Kind of pinched between the 2 people here. Would have liked to have hit more damage. Okay, nice. I was gonna say we could see if this guy's gonna try to do anything. Now the other one might try to do something. He should have been, because I was fighting. He should really want to have done something during that time. Get the flow effect. I was gonna say the minigun is not the play there, but it kind of worked for him. Because he broke all the building. But if he didn't, then it would have gone heavily in my favor. GG's. But yeah, if we could have just stood up there and beamed them, like the minigun mid-range like that is not that great. I think that was like, yeah, that was the minigun from last season too, the terrible one.